have two problems. Problem number one is that I am not shooting in my usual room where I shoot my videos. I'm currently shooting in my own room, so there's a bit of setting change. Secondly, I am shooting from a front camera, so there's like I am kind of looking at myself, which might, like, for you guys it might feel like that I'm not looking at the camera, because I don't know where to look when I'm shooting from a front camera. So yeah. And your girl just finished watching Off Campus. Can we just clap? Because girl, what a show. What a show. From now onwards, please refer to me as John Logan's wife, because that guy, he is soft. He is there for his friends. He is there, like, he let go of his girl. That's like my kind of guy. We are going to get into the show. I just finished watching Off Campus because, like, I had exams. Okay, I have exams coming up and I cannot be the person, like, I needed to get over this one thing, and if I didn't get over this, like, it will be a thing in my head and I wouldn't be able to focus on my exams and my studies. So I had to. Okay, so we are going to start with the characters and then we are just going to, get into it and talk about it, what I liked, what I didn't like, and stuff like that. And there's a lot to unpack here. We are going to start with Hannah Wells, as Garrett would call her, Hannah Wellesley. I think she's a music student. She wants to become a composer. Yeah, she wants to compose music, and she is like, like your cliche white girl thing, that she is at the brink of it all, right? She is kind of losing her scholarship, and she's like, oh my god, I need to work my ass off and this and that. And during this time when like, she is thinking about how is she going to manage her scholarship and stuff. So there is this philosophy class they take, Garrett and Hannah, and in that philosophy class everybody is failing. And because since Hannah is a scholarship student, she obviously clearly has to pass her exams. So she got an A, and Garrett sees that, and Garrett is like, you need to help me with this whole thing. And Hannah's like, okay, why would I help you, and this and that. That is how it starts. And then we get into Hannah's story, that she is a music prodigy, if I am using that word correctly or not. But she is basically a music prodigy. She wants to be a composer, and she used to write song lyrics, but she kind of stopped. We are going to get into that later in this video. Why did she stop that? And she has this insane crush on Justin Cole. Mad is hot. Let me just say it. See, if you see me, like, I do have makeup on, of course, like, I'm not denying that, but there is going to be a lot of blushing, because there is going to be a lot of blushing. And throughout the show I was giggling, I was laughing, not laughing in the sense that it was funny, but laughing in the sense it was so cute, right? And I think I haven't felt that since college, maybe, probably. I don't know. We need to bring back crazy crushing over somebody back, because I genuinely miss that, and I got that. I think we didn't really have a show like this, or even a movie like this, since All the Boys I've Loved before part 1. So I loved it, and it had like off campus had my favorite trope of all times, which is fake dating. So I was already into it. Okay, so we were talking about Hannah Wells, and she gets an A. She needs to work her ass off. She works as a waitress at a diner, and yeah, she needs to, figure out things. So when she is trying to figure out things, she kind of happens to, participate. She kind of happens to participate in the show, like pop showcase, where you present your original song, or something like it. It was a sort of a song writing, song singing competition in a way. Okay, so we got Hannah, then we have Garrett. Okay, that man, I did not like it. Okay, I mean, I like him, but I did not like him as a main character. Like, I don't know, he's cute and all, but like he just didn't make sense to me as a main character. I am kind of missing a lot of people here, but I understand his story. I understand everything, that he wants to play hockey, and he really wants to. He has a lot of daddy issues, and he wants to impress his dad and everything and everything. I totally understand. Like, I do, but then again, like, there was, for me personally, I felt a lot of gap. Like, I was not able to connect with him. Like, I understood him, but I wasn't able to connect with him. He was kind of cute, so he sees that Hannah has a crush on this Justin dude. I mean, dude is freaking hot. I need a moment there. Oh my god. Okay, Justin Cole is basically a song. He's a part of a band. He does like open mic gigs at the diner where Hannah works, right? So like, she listens to him almost every day, and she made a playlist crushing, which something that I would totally do. But again, like, just good old teenage crushing and good old teenage. Oh my god, I need to stop. I am sweating. Anyway, yeah. So Hannah and Garrett have this sort of deal where Garrett is like, oh my god, okay, you know what, help me get an A, or help me pass, not even an A, help me pass this philosophy exam so that I don't lose my thing with hockey, and I will help you get the Justin guy. So that is how, like, they kind of work through it. Like, that is how the fake dating thing starts, and that is how episode 1 starts, and they get into it, and she is like, oh my god, okay, fine, I need to work on this and that, and blah blah blah, up until episode 5. I was enjoying, I was giggling, I was like, oh my god, I'll add reactions somewhere. Okay, I recorded my reactions. I was blushing, giggling, kicking my feet like a 16-year-old. But by episode 5, I was kind of getting tired because there was a lot of kissing. Like, a lot, to the point that it was getting annoying. So like, I didn't really enjoy that much. At first it was like really fun, but then it just got way too much. Then we have Ali. Girl, Ali is so mean. Oh my god. Hajra said this thing that, Harsha, you need to watch Off Campus, and Ali is you. And I saw Ali, her style, her everything, totally like for her friends, and like a totally relationship girl. And then she's like, I don't want to hurt anybody. And there was this one point at the photo booth, I think in the last or the second last episode, where she goes like, oh my god, like, I think about others' feeling before I figure my own feelings out first. And I was like, girl, shut up. And also she has like she was a theater, like she's a theater kid. She always wanted to do theater, act, and the stage is her own home in a way. So like I was also kind of that. Like I also wanted to be a performing artist, but I couldn't. That is a story for another time. But again, Ali, that girl is so me, because she is stuck in this long-term relationship which she cannot get out of it, because she always thought that, you know, like love is this thing where you have to work things out even when they are just so difficult to, you know, make it work. And which again is so me in a lot of ways. And I was like, girl, nah, you learned this the hard way. And she did learn it the hard way, but then again she messed it up so bad. And then yeah, so we have Dean Laurentis. I do not understand why is he not the main character. I wanted him to be the main character for stereotypical reasons. I am sorry, I'm gonna say that out loud, but he should have been the Garrett Graham, and Garrett Graham should have been the Dean Laurentis, because like, I don't know, he kind of fits that image of, you know, stereotypical blonde white hot hockey player. Yeah, there's that. Okay, so the story with Dean Laurentis is that there's not much story. He basically has a brother and has a sister, and I don't know, some cousin, Joanna something. And Bo is basically his brother. Bo and Joanna work, like they are a part of theater for some reason. So like, yeah, and he sees Ali at some party, and he's like, oh my god, I need to, you know, talk to her and stuff. Okay, so the internet made it seem like, oh my god, they are the it couple, Ali and Dean, but I didn't see that. I don't know why. I do not understand why, like, they didn't, you know. I was waiting for something to happen, because like everybody on the internet was like, oh my god, they're the it couple, you know. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of K-dramas, but K-dramas usually have like a second couple thing going on. So I was expecting something along those lines, and that did not happen, which was insane, like insane. I wanted that to happen. And then we have drum rolls, my husband John Logan. That guy is so freaking cute. I don't know what Delulu world I live in, but John Logan, if you're watching this, oh my god, I love you. That guy, I think I always say this to my friends and somebody who knows me like close enough. There's something that I say, that I am a side character girl. I think I was too focused on John Logan, so I couldn't really connect with Garrett Graham that way. But John Logan, that guy, he's so cute, he's so adorable, he's always there for his friends, and he kind of has a crush on Hannah. But he sees that Garrett is dating Hannah, or like whatever that situation is, he backs off. He's like, oh my god, I need to focus on like other things. Then he also has a sister, Jules, who basically runs a gossip corner on Instagram, the Fifth Line, where all the hockey gossip or whatever is happening on campus is, you know, like they post, like Jules basically post there. So there's Tucker. There are a lot of other side characters. I hope I'm not missing out on the main ones, but So does that, they start this fake dating thing to get Justin Coleman, and Justin Coleman sees that, oh my god, like Hannah, like he never really cared for her in the first place, when you know she used to do when she was working, like when she was serving at Malone's, the diner. So she never he never looked at her, but as soon as Garrett Graham started dating Hannah, like the fake dating thing, Justin Coleman finally takes an interest, which again, which again is insane. But okay, dude. I mean, dude is kind of, yeah. So they like do this thing, it's a whole process. They have this thing, like they have the stage one where they pretend and they really sell it that okay, they're actually, you know, dating and stuff and all of that. And then I forgot about the stage two. Then there's stage three where Justin like takes interest in Hannah, and he's like, oh my god. And that is where Hannah is basically like, oh my god, I need help, you, I need your help in writing this thing, the song for the pop showcase thingy. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. And he writes a song, and it wasn't really a good song, but it wasn't really a bad song. So there's that. And yeah, and this okay, so there's this one particular scene that gave me the ick. It was so like, okay, so I don't know how to say it without like canceling, without getting cancelled on YouTube, but there's this one particular scene where Hannah is like, I want you, like Hannah tells Graham that I want you to give me an O. Okay. And Garrett is like, what do you mean? And then she tells him about her essay, like what happened, and she couldn't write songs after that, and it was just terrible, and she is not able to finish it after that. Okay, just listen. Okay, just listen. And Garrett is like, yeah, sure, I can help you with that. What is wrong? So they do get into the deed. Okay, and they're doing it. Okay, fine. Everything is fine. Where did I get they did not wash their hands? Like, they finished it off and they were just lying there and they just fist bumped each other with the same hands. Like, I was like, dude, what the hell? What the hell? Why are you guys no? I really hope you guys cleaned it. Like, I don't know, that thing gave me an egg and I was like, oh my god, like, that was insane. And then, yeah, I think that is what it was happening. Then we have then we have Phil Graham, who is basically Garrett Graham's father. So he is sort of an abusive father, and Garrett is like, I cannot be like him. Like, I cannot just, you know, beat the shit out of people and get what I want. He is kind of an a-hole. Like, I didn't like Phil Garrett's I didn't like Phil Garrett, but I do think that his perspective or his story could have been explored a little more. Like, I don't know how, even though it did show, like, there were glimpses of it, but again, like, I just wanted, I don't know, for some reason I wanted the Phil Graham part a little more. Like, I didn't want it the kind of, I didn't, oof, English, where are you? Hello. Okay, sorry. I didn't want I didn't want the confrontation where, you know, Garrett Graham and Phil Graham are like face to face, and they're like, Garrett Graham is like, I'm so done with you and this and that. I wanted that to be a little dramatic. Like, I don't know, for some reason I think I was expecting way more from the show because of like the whole internet rambling and stuff. But again, like, yeah, so I expected a lot more dramatic confrontation, but that didn't happen. So like, yeah, it was about it. So yeah, there's that. Then Hannah basically tells Garrett about her history with SA and why she doesn't drink in public. And yeah, he is like, okay, you know what, I'm there for you, that's what friends do. And by that time they were not, you know, like serious, but they were like sort of fake dating. Then the drunk Shakespeare happens, which is like the part where Ali is a director or a part of that show or something. So whenever some actor says line, they have to drink a shot. So that is what happened. So they drank, and that is where Justin Cole hits on Hannah that, oh my god, you're not with Garrett, and I always wanted to ask you out. So if you're, you know, okay with that, we could just hang out later, go on a date or something. And Hannah is thrilled, and yeah, this is happening, that is happening. And when she is, you know, when she is with Justin, she realizes that he is not the kind of person she would want to be with. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, you do have a crush, and then you start talking and you realize, oh my god, this is not what I wanted. So that is basically what happened. And that was about the story. I know I'm not doing justice to the whole thing. I'm not explaining it in the way that, you know, I just went on and on about characters, and I didn't explain it in the way that people should explain it. But okay, I think this is my way, this is how I saw it. I don't know, for some reason I really wanted to see John, Logan and Ali to be something. I don't know, they're made for each other. They're both suckers. Oh my god, but they're both my kind of suckers. So yeah, I wanted them to see together. So in terms of writing, I think it was a good show. I think it is a very, how do I say it, I wouldn't call it completely brain rot, but it genuinely was a really good show. It was cringy as fuck. I mean, it genuinely was cringy. It was so cringy that I was blushing. Even when I'm talking right now, I'm blushing. I don't know if that is visible on camera or not, but like, yeah, I was blushing and giggling. So you can imagine how cringy it could have been. I also like the transition scenes. Like, it didn't feel very, you know, usually shows have these transition scenes, and where you kind of see that, okay, it was shot the next day, and the transition feels, see, I'm not an editor myself, so I wouldn't say it from that perspective, okay, oh my god, the cinematography and this and that, blah blah blah. See, I'm not that person, but I'm just saying that a lot of series have these transition scenes where it just feels weird and it's not that smooth. So I think it was very smooth. All the transition were working out great for the show. I like the story. I do feel like they could have explored a little more, I don't know, Garrett's father. And yeah, I also like the friendship aspect of it. John Logan, and because they get in like John Logan and Garrett Graham get into fight because the whole hockey thing is very important for John Logan, but because Garrett Graham's opponent, is this going to be a spoiler? I don't know. Okay, so I'll say it in this way. Garrett Graham's spoiler what? Okay, Garrett Graham's opponent and in the hockey game, the final game basically. So Garrett Graham's opponent is basically has a history with Hannah Wells, and it's not really a good history, like very very bad history, very bad history. So that is all I can tell you without spoiling it much, but yeah, we have that. I do not think so we need a season 2. I genuinely don't think we need a season 2, but if you're getting a season 2 and if you're focusing on two people and two people only, one is John Logan, man, I think this is the look of love. I don't know, but this is the look of love. And okay, so there's this dude, Saint Carter, James Saint Carter. Ali meets him in like some bar. He's basically a stranger, but what a stranger, what a freaking stranger. Oh my god, so good looking, so good looking. Hello. So yeah, a lot of good looking people, a lot of very, I like when I saw the cast, I was like, oh my god, everybody is like some Italian descent or something, because everybody was looking very amazing and cute and hot and everything in between. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I think you guys should watch it. It's a no-brainer. It's super cringy, super cringy, super bad. It's annoying. It will get annoying at some point. There's a lot of kissing, so like if that annoys the F out of you, sure, like skip those scenes, because it did annoy me a little, because at first it was like crazy, like I was like, oh my god, this is happening. I was literally texting my friends, like I'll add screenshot even if you guys want. I was literally texting my friends, oh my god, they kissed, and then I was like, they kissed. So yeah, then it was kind of like that. So a good show, really good, no-brainer show, no thinking required, very cringy, very subtle, not subtle in the sense, but like very sweet, cute sort of show. It's very girly, and yeah, there's a lot of friendship, and I think so I am the biggest side girl, not side girl, side characters girl. I am always rooting for the side character. I don't know why. I am always falling for the side characters. So I genuinely felt so seen when I saw like every side character was getting their own, screen time and was getting their own thing. It was really refreshing for me to see that. So there's that, and I guess I will like, I don't know, like I should stop now because I will be studying for my exams, so I will not be watching something anytime soon. But this was fun. I enjoyed talking about this. I think I should do this more, maybe. So yeah, this is that. And if you haven't already seen it, watch it. I wouldn't recommend binging because I mean, if you want to binge, it's literally 8 episodes long. So, like, if you want to binge, yeah, sure, go ahead. Who am I to stop you? Girl, go. But I wouldn't personally recommend you to binge. So, there's that. Anyway, I'm going to see you in the next video. And once again, I am going to tell you that I ain't no editor. I do this for fun because I enjoy yapping. So do what you will. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. So yeah, there's that. Have a good day. If you're watching off campus, do let me know what are your thoughts. And I'll see you again in the I'll see you again in the next video.